looking back on it, obviously, I read the book, and there obviously you felt very stung personally, and that was apparent to anybody watching
Right.
by the whole Valerie Plame affair and the fact that you were misled by Karl Rove and Scooter Libby about their role. But beyond that, do you look back at things you said from the podium that just were not true, that you
Well,
knew at the time were not true?
at the time, no. Maybe well, no. Because I believe what I said from the podium was sincere, even though sometimes, looking back on it now, it may have been misguided. But let me give you another example. Yes, I to the initial part of your question. Are there other things beyond that, beyond the Valerie Plame episode that I look back to? One would certainly be the whole issue of detainee policy, and to a large extent, or to almost a full extent, I had to rely on other people within the White House to provide me with the information I needed for that. I did not sit there and participate in the policy-making process for detainees, and we're only now learning the full truth of who was involved in that and what exactly occurred. But when I went out and said that we do not torture, that we adhere to our international treaties and so forth, I was relying on what information was being given to me. Now, looking back on that, I hold a very different view when I know today that we were engaged in waterboarding and some other harsh interrogation methods, and I would have never made those comments from the podium had I known exactly what was happening in some of those settings. Whether or not it was illegal is a matter for other people to address, but I could not say honestly today that this administration does not believe in torture, or does not engage in torture. Now, people within the White House continue to believe that it's not tantamount to torture. I just hold a different view today on that subject.